Hello, welcome to my weekly look ahead video. Not at Parliament because we're closed, but I'm at the Shopital, which we've been running in Worthing Hospital car park all week. Thank you to all our volunteers, done a fantastic job. We've been open every night for the staff coming off shift, and we've had some great donations as well. Focus in Shoreham have been giving us ready meals. Sparsis has brought along his fresh made pasta. Truffles have given us mounds of bread and even better donuts. They have surplus, and we've had some beer, but we're not giving that to people going on shift, and lots of other things. It's been a really great atmosphere. But look, there has been a fantastic atmosphere across the whole of the constituency. All the coronavirus support groups that have been coming out now working in unison with the Adrian Worthing community team, so we can really harness all that volunteering effort. There's the government shield operation working with the local councils and the military, going to be delivering about 1.5 million food boxes to generally vulnerable people who will be getting letters from the NHS. We've been given badges. One constituent's made these wonderful sashes, 2 metres please. I think the best catchphrase going around is 2 metres apart or 2 metres under. So everybody is doing their bit, and it's absolutely right and appropriate that we do that. Now, I have also been impressed by the number of volunteers who come forward to help the NHS itself. The government appealed for 250,000 volunteers to help with some of the support services the NHS can do, with ferrying patients around, with helping with deliver prescriptions and things like that. As of today, 750,000 people have signed up to volunteer. Absolutely brilliant, but we've got a long way to go to this. So I'm getting hundreds and hundreds of emails and posts on social media with all sorts of questions, some quite complicated questions. Please be patient, we're trying to answer everyone. But I have set up on my website a special coronavirus section. There's all sorts of information there. It's being updated several times a day. What to do on health grounds, what to do for businesses with all the measures that have been announced by the Chancellor, what to do if you're employed, and all the additional means for self-employed people. And I know there are some gaps there. I've been getting a lot of people who are single trader, sole trader, directors of their own companies and self-employed, and I know there are some gaps. So what happens is we feed all that information back. Every morning at 10 o'clock we have a conference call with dozens and dozens of MPs and a minister, and feed that information back, and then we get as many answers as we can, and I'm posting them all on my website. There's also details of how you can best volunteer. There's details of what to do if you've got somebody who is stranded abroad, and we've had some announcements today from the Foreign Secretary about £75 million being put into special planes which have been chartered to bring people back. And I've had every day about a dozen or so people from India, Philippines, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, all over the place who need support getting back, and I've got one of my members of staff is concentrating just on that. And then also on that website there's quite a few coping tips, so there's lots of good advice. Now, if you've been at home with young kids in particular, or you've got older people to look after, and you're getting a bit bored or frustrated, and also making sure you keep your mental health in one piece as well, there's lots of information there. Just one tip, all my kids are at home, so last night they started a come dine with me challenge. We all got to take it in turns to provide dinner for each other on a theme. Worked quite well for us, but it's not everybody's boat. But anyway, lots of information on that website. Please go there first. If the information you need is not on that website, email me and I will come back to you, and I'll try and find out whatever we can. So we're going to get through this, and thank you everybody for the tremendous effort, but thank you most of all for the fantastic people in the NHS at every level who have been going that extra mile, putting their own health and safety at risk to help get us through this. And that's why we want to do things like this, to try and make their job a little bit easier. Thank you very much everybody, and keep safe.